was a wonderful experience. Any comments? Just shout out to you. Any comments?
So
You're excited?
no, it was fun and it looked like people enjoyed it, so we'll do more.
Yeah, I think it was great. And you learned why a $1,200 faucet is a $1,200 faucet.
So the $2,800 one.
Oh, the $2,800. I know Mike just about killed me when I almost swiped our credit card for that like $100,000 bathtub. What was that? It was basically spoke to you and turned itself on with the LED lights underneath. And it was pretty cool. Any other shout outs that you guys have for people in the office? Bucket fills? Many.
Shout out another thing, we have panels between today and the next two team meetings, but shout out to all the agents. Raise your hand if you attended the family event. The long weekend, we had an amazing turnout. We had in our sister offices, about 60 agents.
Yeah.
So I've been with KW 10 years next month. And that was by far, so far the best event I've attended so far. Content, the energy, and everything. So I'm looking forward to all the sharing of experiences and wisdom and what have you. But thank you for whatever through the time investment and was there.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was super powerful. Charge the storm. We saw so many buffaloes everywhere. I'm getting ready to put one here in the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna say bucket fill for Meny / who put together all those slides he was referencing, because Halley told me about how amazing those slides were, and thank you for getting that email out with all of that information, because there's really, really interesting data in all of those slides that certainly help us all.
And thank you. If you guys haven't got that email, Meny, Kim, the team had put together recaps and things of the slides, state of the vision. I love the one sheet, the playbooks, those are invaluable. I know Kara was like, oh, my printer's gonna be working overtime, but you guys, it literally is a prescription for just about anything that your business needs, right? If you need more lead generation, you flip to that page. If you need better social media engagement, you flip to that page. So I'm sure we're gonna hear some more from some of the speakers to share about it, but yeah, that was great. Thank you guys. Brady, one last one, you raise your hand and then we'll move on. I did. Oh, I think you did. I did. Oh, good. All of you guys. For both events. Good, good. Well, we're happy to have you guys there. It was awesome. Okay, little shout out and congratulations to our regional award winners for 2022. There were some amazing people there. We had a small little thing at the family reunion, which is great. But we just want to recognize those here in our offices as well for their award winners. The #1 top group, the David Green team with Lindsay Isterica, they had a great year. So congrats. You guys are on here. Congratulations. And then the #3 top individual, Kendra Miller. Of course, great year. Okay. And the #1 top team, Van Wig and Associates. And then the #1 top units team, Van Wig and Associates. So congrats to Allison and Tim and the rest of our team. Awesome. Okay, we do have some newcomers here, and I do see at least one of them here in the house. So welcome to back to our family, Danielle, who took a little bit of time off. Some of you guys might have known her, had a baby, said maybe I'll step back, and then said, just kidding, I have a baby, so transactions, right? So welcome back, Danielle. Kim as well, and then Allison's actually here in person. You want to stand up, Allison? Yeah, stand up. Yours, maybe get started.
I'm thrilled. I've been on the investment side for a long time, making money, flipping houses, and glad to be a part of the team. So
Awesome. Yay, great. You got a little flavor of the family reunion too. So you drank a little bit of the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Anyway, so Tess Faye, I don't know if you're on Zoom, you might be, but welcome. So excited to have you. And then Joe Rogan, not the podcaster or the don't be too disappointed. But no, seriously, just as much as a great guy. Of course, he joined the David Green team with Lindsay. So congrats and welcome to all of our people that we welcome this week. Great. Moving on, our next segment is our little ALC corner. So today we do have Richard Sperling. He showed up here, let him wipe his mouth and digest his food. Richard, come on up here. Yay. Take it away, Richard.
smile, whatever you do.
Okay, so I'm also on the finance committee, so effective March 1st, everybody will be sitting in their office being billed to me. I'll forward it. First thing I want to say before I do the ALC, the finance stuff is, I held an open house over the weekend. I had a open house. And I blasted it out to everyone that had an open house. And I was thinking I had 20 calls from mentees. That open house was huge the last time we did the open house. And I ended up getting one call, which was surprising. I thought I'd get all kind of calls, meaning responding to these open houses, especially this one, all these leads with all the mentees we have. I think everybody should have been on top of that, but one person, I think Edward went out and did the open house on that. So.
Yeah, Ed. Woo.
And what?
Good work. All right, now finance stuff. So we're trying out, we're gonna try out a new program. And what it's going to do is make offices available for mentees, and you guys chime in whenever you want. For mentees and people that are with some production but want to just move their business to a different level. We're going to it's going to be a shared office situation. So office that hold 3 people, we're going to put 3 mentees or the other person I described in that office. And there's also going to be a experienced person in that office. So if you need to bounce off ideas, you need to be held accountable, you need someone for help on a day-to-day basis, that person, the experienced person in the office will be there for those people to come in and sit, ask questions immediately and do those things that they need. So basically how it works is we get one seasoned person, like Deborah. Almost said me, but anyway. One seasoned person in there. Then a mentee raise a hand and say, I want office space also. So we'll get that person in there, and then most offices will hold at least 3 people. So it'd be that seasoned person and those mentees or those people that are in production but still want to take their business to a different level. That person, that mentee will be charged, and we're still kind of working out the amount, but it's going to be extreme discount rate. The mentee or the other person in production will be charged somewhere between $50 and $100. We're not sure yet. But the low end will be $50. So if you're a brand new mentee coming in and you want an office, chances are it'll be something like $50 that you come in and share the office. But this is the key to this whole program, and we're still working out the details. And since I'm involved in it, it's extremely confusing for everybody. So we're still working out the details. But what we're trying to do in this, the purpose of this is to get people to come into the office. I find when I come into the office, this is my workplace. I only worked at home during the pandemic when I had to. For me, going into I'm old school. Like you get up, you go to the office, you get there early, you work your 8 to 9 hours, and then you go home, take your lunch at noon, of course. So for me, this is my workplace. And we're trying to get to a point where this becomes a workplace for those people who are in low production or no production, so that you also not only have a place to come to work, but people that you can bounce ideas off of again, people that you can go to if you need assistance. And ideally, we will have seasoned people in here during the entire time, so those people can do that. Now, of course, those people still have their mentors that they can go to. But it's always a good idea to have somebody sitting in an office that you can just poke your head in and ask the question, or to get open houses from, which is what I try to teach my mentees. Go knock on everybody's door who's the agent here to get open ads and for an open house. So the key is to get everybody into the office. So you can take advantage of this if you're willing to come into the office on a regular basis. I don't know if it's going to be every day. I don't know if it'll be 3 times a day, but come to the office on a regular basis.
I love that. So if someone's interested here, who do they talk to?
If you're interested in doing that, give Sandra a call. If you're interested in that, where I think everybody knows my office is over there. You can come over there, you can call me, because I'm going to keep track of it. I'm going to kind of monitor it and see what we get and we're gonna pick certain offices that we're gonna fill up first. We're not gonna be scattered all over the place, so we're gonna fill up one office first, then we're gonna move to the next office, then to the next office. And they're pretty nice offices. So if you're
I had a
interested,
question. If you're making calls, if you're in this area, is that gonna be conducive?
if you're making calls in here,
No, in that office with the three other people.
no, well, we still have, no, making calls would be okay. I mean, as long as you're not,
You're like,
yeah,
with
sometimes
three
like,
people,
some people at my office, because I talk loud, but I think if everybody's kind of respect the
Yeah.
fact that there's other people in the office and.
And I think that empowers others. They start to hear what others are saying,
Yeah.
receive engagement. and
Right.
It
Oh, I
it
see.
energizes everybody in that space to want to do and they,
Right,
it can be very engaging.
And I
But those are
think
good questions. Yeah.
People still have that office. I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
That you
So-
go make all the phone calls you want.
Those are really good questions. So talk to Richard about the details and stuff like that afterwards. And you guys, we can find out more as we're building this program. And lastly, thank you, Richard, again, for you and Donna for bringing this idea forward
Yeah, Donna did.
and yeah. Like for you, Donna, for bringing this stuff forward and thank you for your leadership. So. Sure. Excited to hear. Okay, moving on. Great. So as most of you guys have heard already, we had family reunion last weekend. And it is just too much awesome content for us to fill into one team meeting. So we're going to spread this out over the next 3 team meetings. We have an awesome panel today, and I'm excited to welcome them and bring them up as I'm speaking and saying this, which is your code for you guys start walking up front. And as we're doing this, like I said, we're going to have a recap panel part 1 today. Brad, if you can walk up there front too. And then next week, we will also have a recap panel from some other agents' perspective. And then lastly, we're going to have the leadership recap panel that myself and Meny and Fritz, who's walking in the door, will be sharing things that they learned from family reunion, state of the company, vision, all those slides, all that data that you guys saw in Meny's email. So it's going to be a really fun couple of weeks because let me tell you, the information was jam-packed. So speaking of the panel, okay, so we have them up there. Thank you, Brad. So today, where's Joni? Maybe she's running behind. Anyways, you guys, welcome. We have Janet, we have Drake, and we have Brad sharing their insights from the family reunion panel. Let's give them a round of applause. Yay. Cool. So you guys just start right off, like what was your experience like at family reunion just generally as a whole? Tell us a little bit about that feeling about going.
It's exhausting. I think that sums it up. The thing is, it's not just the content in the day. It's also things that you plan, meeting up with other agents in the evenings. So literally it's morning to night. I had breakfast meetings, I have lunch meetings, I had dinners. So it's like, you're just meeting so many people and bouncing ideas off of so many different people. So it is literally exhausting, but you know, it's this compact amount of time to just interact with as many people as possible.
Just to give you a shout out, by the way, Janet's one of those people that really maximizes every moment that she's not in the breakout sessions. For example, she set up a breakfast for her 72 sold group together and she coordinated all that and I'm sure made connections through there. So that was exciting. So shout out to that. Any other comments from you guys? Overall experience, general?
It's organized chaos in the best way possible. Anything that you are interested in and learning to improve your business is there for you in a hyper-focused breakout somewhere. But just the opportunity, even just for referrals. A lot of you know Deb Warren because she used to be a part of this office and she's down in Florida. So she flew out, stayed with me. She was my accountability partner to make sure that I got there on time in the morning. But watching her network for referrals was, what do you call those things with professional stewards? It was a master class.
Oh, there you go.
And I watched her get referrals right next to me. I mean, it was just mind blowing. So of course that inspired me. I actually met an agent that I have a dear referred out to Reno. You know, he was there. So it's nice just to make those connections. so much information that when you got home, I don't know about you guys, I was brain dead. When I was just numb, but I was numb in the best way possible. So.
I love that. Brad, any overall comments?
Tag teaming on what Greg just said, the referrals.
Yeah.
You know, you walk around a convention like that and the people are just handing you their cards. That's one way to do it. But when you actually have an opportunity to talk to other agents from other areas, now you have a sense of, hey, is this an agent that I really want to refer business to? And we had great conversation.
Was that you dressed up as the Kool-Aid kid?
No, it was me with a bright green suit with a sign on the back.
Some people just are very.
It was smart. I mean, the QR code on the jacket. Did you guys see that?
I have a picture of that and I will have.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the networking opportunities and then all the breakout sessions. Yeah, it takes time to come back and look at the slides, whether you took a picture of them or downloaded them. You gotta just take the time and go through and process all that stuff.
I love that. So what was your, oh, Joni, thank you. Hey, Joni.
I wanted to pipe in if that's okay.
Of course you can.
And sorry, I'm not in office today. I'm going to a staging for home, but I went specifically to family reunion to jumpstart my motivation because this is the year we're going to go big and do it. And got all the motivation I needed. There was so much information from the breakout sessions that it took me 2 days to go over my notes and fantastic ideas to, get your business rolling. And it was a fantastic experience for sure.
That's great. Thank you, Joni, and good to know you're on Zoom. So here's my question to you guys. What was the most impactful breakout that you attended? And what was the biggest takeaway from that breakout?
I was gonna have a ball with the ground.
From memory, I did one and I don't recall one, but it was working with buyers. And it was working with determining what their motivation is and figuring out, I only want to work with motivated people because in a shifting market like we're in right now, we need to clearly understand what's the motivation to make a move. And are they in a position to do that? Really focusing in on only those people, or not only, but realizing people for immediate business are the ones that, have a motivation.
Yeah.
They have like 60s, I can't remember them all, but
Right.
things like that. So
Go with the people who are already motivated by some external factor,
yes,
right?
there has to be some reason to make somebody want to move. They can't just want to move because interest rates, prices, all that, you have to really understand all that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that. You guys, same question?
Do you recall how many breakout sessions there were?
They said something like 120, maybe. I think it was. They
170.
There we go, Kim. 170 breakouts.
Okay,
There
so
we
there
go.
are 170 opportunities for specific information. Okay. The app that they came out with is phenomenal because it has all the agendas. So you go through, and the first thing you do is you pick the ones that you're interested in. Okay, and you put a little heart on them. And then you click over to my agenda and it pulls all of those out for you. So now you're only looking at the ones that you're interested in. So the hardest decision was, okay, I've got 4 classes here that I want to go to, but they're all at the same time. So the way that I chose the breakout sections that I went to is I decided that I didn't want to start something new. What I want to do is I want to get better at what I'm doing. So like I picked military, beyond mind blowing. I'm actually going to go to El Paso to talk to one of the panelists. I went to a YouTube class and I went to a social media class because I'm already doing it, but I want to step to the front and do it better. And the amount of information really is just, it's mind blowing. I don't know how many, I can't believe she got through her stuff in 2 days. I'm still sifting through mine. I haven't even gone through the pictures. I'm still going through my notes. And, I sat down right away in front of the computer and I'm revising my calendar. I'm revising the things that I do because like Joni mentioned, the inspiration that you get is, I mean, it's adrenaline. It's, if you guys need some motivation, you guys got to go next year. And Sandy, I hope this is okay with you. If you guys want to go next year, it's in Vegas. It's still close by. Do a payment program now. For $100 a month, she can arrange that. You can arrange that, right?
Richard Burling can arrange.
But seriously, you know, if you can get it on the early bird special, which I'm hoping it might be about $1,000 again, like it was this year, you're not gonna miss the money.
Yeah.
If you're paying for it in small chunks, and just drive out to Vegas and go. It's probably the best thing that you can do for your business.
I love that. Janet?
Well, I think we were in some of the same classes. I thought the YouTube class was really good. And then I started trying to go through my notes and it was like reading a foreign language and what did I need to say there? So I sort of got an idea. It's kind of like the Rosetta Stone here. But also, I mean, you mentioned 170 breakout sessions. There's actually more because there were some that were not KW sponsored.
Oh,
I
right.
went to a really great one that was just put on by some top agents that wanted to share this information. And it was an agent to agent referral class that I found really interesting. The YouTube one, I thought, I mean, there's so many little facets to it. One of the big things they really counted on was doing everything. And I saw this in a lot of social media events or breakouts too, was tell things in a story format. They really counted on that. That's going to get people to listen. And if you have things in a video format, 95% of the people remember the video and 5% of the people remember images or, you know, the words to a story. So the video is a really strong thing to get your message across, to get your branding across, to get whatever you want across.
Also, side note, they were talking about one of them that I was in. Using your hands and holding an object actually increase the traffic ability to when you're scrolling through, because human nature is to follow live action and not be plain talking to the camera. So I thought that was interesting too, and along those lines. So make sure you use your hands very animatedly.
They were also saying to get your phone out everywhere you're at. Take videos everywhere you're at.
Right.
Then you can go through that video later and you can pop it into stories and things later on. You don't have to just be doing it, going up to film a video now. Go back and look at all the stuff you have and put it into a video. It makes it a lot easier and less time consuming.
I love that. I love that. So you guys sat in all these masterminds and sessions and things like that. What are you taking away that you're implementing like now?
The big one, I think, with video is the consumer is not looking for perfection. The consumer is looking for authenticity. So if you take anything away from that, just be yourself, even if you are expert.
I love that. Same question to you guys. What are you implementing right away?
I think one of the messages is kind of getting back to basics. In a shifting market, you have to be the market expert and really knowing all of your numbers, and then time blocking and being proactive about everything that you're going to do. So make your calls.
Yeah.
Know what your numbers are, know what your conversion rates are, know that there's 130 single family houses for sale in Long Beach today. If you don't know that, you know, you're not the expert. You know, so whatever area you're focusing in, know your numbers, and then know your market numbers and how to talk to a consumer, but then know your numbers on how many people do I need to talk to today to get a deal.
Speaking of calls and talking to you and Shannon, we're very gracious to open up your script and role play once a week on Thursday mornings. That's Thursday morning at what time again?
8:30 to 9.
8:30 to 9.
Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 9, every day with our team. And Shannon had COVID last week, so.
Yeah,
This
but
week we'll start.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this starting this Thursday, if
Okay.
anybody wants to join, we'll send a link out.
Yeah, so Sophia, and I have the link at the front, so just visit her. She can send you out the link so you can join them. And again, see what these top professionals are doing on the phone. And thank you for sharing, getting back to the basics. I would say that's a story we heard over and over again during family reunion, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Many, any questions or comments for them?
Oh, just, checking
And
with-
Joni, I'm sorry, thank you. I apologize, thank you. Joni, any comments if you're still on there, my dear?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
No,
No,
what's one thing
honestly,
you learned? Share, what's one thing that you learned that you're implementing today?
you know what? It was the time blocking. We need to be professionals. We need to be working our time blocks every day, making those calls, making sure we're doing the touches to our people. And if you're going to, use that database, really use it. So yeah, that's it.
I love that. I love that. So what, after going to family reunion and sitting through all the panels and things like that, what else do you guys have on your notes that you prepared to share with the group?
I thought it was really interesting. You were in it, the panel that Lindsay was on, really interesting. The one gal, was talking about how purposeful she was. She only spent 30 minutes on social media, but she's a social media expert. And what she would do is she would hunt. She called it's her hunting ground. She's looking and she's interacting with those people who are getting divorced, who are getting married. She's commenting on things. And so she, 30 minutes every day, she goes hunting. So I think, it sounds kind of bad when you say it that way, but it's just using social media in a more purposeful manner.
I love that. Working with intention, right? That's a big step. Any other comments and things you guys want to share with the group that can?
With my mentees, we have one-on-ones every week, and then I'm implementing a second group session, which is actually going to be twice a month now. And this is so impactful, the stuff that I have here, that next week we're actually going to be talking about social media. And I'm just going to try and share with you everything that I learned. So I will share that link with you. And if anybody is interested in, I'll do my best to share everything that I got from the social media class if you didn't attend. But you're more than welcome to join the Zoom. It's on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. They'll be next.
Awesome. Thank you, Dre. Brad?
I think the message I picked up was what you've been doing the last couple of years might not work this year. In a shifting market, you have to double down on the things that are really working for you. So if you were making an hour of calls a day, you need to make 2 hours of calls or 3. Okay. Really getting intentional about your work habits. Like Richard said, come into the office. Come into the office and work. Richard's here every morning, I'm here every morning.
Right.
The people that are here seem to be more productive. And if you surround yourself with productive people, it'll rub off.
I love that. You guys, round of applause for our agents. Joni, thank you for this on Zoom and good luck with your appointment. Thank you guys so much. Again, it's a very powerful reminder. Next week, we're gonna have another group of panelists, Kendra and Lindsay and some more people, of course, Brandy, who's here as well. So they're gonna share those with us. Thank you guys for your leadership and insights and taking all those notes. So let's talk about what our production looked like this last week. Congratulations to Tim Matchka, Lindsay Iskerka, and Ray T, who just closed the transaction. Tina Sanchez, I thought I saw you on there, Tina. Aline Escana, Pat Casera, Richard Sperling, who's back there, Jeff Loftus, Mario Mitchell, and Jasmine Duran. So, are you guys ready? No, that was the wrong response, Meny.
That was not people that-
No, Meny, it's not clapping. Give me the drum roll. Yeah. So congratulations, everyone. $7,003,900 in volume this week as a team. Congrats, great job, you guys. We're seeing things pick up, and this is so important that we keep this energy and momentum going into this next season. So congrats.
Amounts up over the previous what we should last week too. So
It
that's
is. It is up week over week so far. So congrats. So speaking of production, let's highlight our new listings. So Brandy Adair, Brandy, do you want to say anything about this rental?
Sure, it's available, furnished 4,200, unfurnished 40,000. That's why it's value.
Got it. Perfect. Contact Brandy. Allison Van Wig has a listing in Indio, $289,900, 2-bed, 2-bath. Harry Ease has a listing in Los Angeles, right under 500,000, 3-1. It's just a little, the square feet. There we go. The Green Team. So they have a lease listing out in Palm Desert, 4-bed, 3-bath. I've seen the property. It looks really nice for the photos. Park Tier, congratulations, Cindy Swenson. Do you want to pitch your listing?
Sure. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome with a loft. It's probably got about $130,000 worth of upgrades in it. It's in a small complex, 24 units. Only 6 of the units have driveways. This is one of them. And it'll be open on Saturdays.
Awesome. Congratulations. Yes. Contact Cindy. She's getting lots of calls on it already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Dolph, congrats on your first listing. 940,000 in Gardenia. It's active, 4-bed, 2-bath. And then now, does anyone have a listing they'd like to pitch or buyer needs? Janet.
Gonna do it again. I've got the pictures back this morning and it's going on the market and it's coming soon today. And it's also going to be a lab house on Wednesday.
Right.
It's 6254 East Bonita in the Hole in College, University Park Estates. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,637 square feet. It's a perfect setup. It's the split level, but it's got an addition put on at the bottom of the extra bedroom. And it's a perfect situation for somebody who wants to do an ADU. Easy conversion to an ADU. So if you have any buyers like that, please come my way.
Awesome. Who else? Listing, buyer? No?
I have,
Yes,
mine's been on the, it's on hold because we're studying the place. So it's a 2-1 in Cal Heights on the 35th and Football. It'll probably be about 850. So everything is gonna be like 50 in there. So I'll have more info like in 3 weeks.
Awesome. Congrats. Good job, Susie. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have one. This is Joni.
Yeah. Hi, Joni. Go ahead.
Upcoming listing. It's going to be on the market by Friday. Its address is 2943 Candlewood in Lakewood. It is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Pretty original. And it's about 1170 square feet. Will be coming on the market about 7:35. And open houses will be on Friday and Saturday.
Awesome. Congrats, Joni. I love
Thank-
that. Okay, moving on.
Oh, hey, can I pitch a listing too really quick?
Of course. Who's that?
Hi, everyone. It's Tim Madge. Go
Oh,
ahead.
hi, Tim.
Hello. Hey, I've got a land listing. It's in the city of Orange. It's over 30,000 square feet of land. It's on a gently sloped lot. Well, the first half is pretty gently sloped, and there's kind of a clearing where you've got some flat land to build a home there. But it's surrounded by multi-million-dollar estates. We just got a price reduction on the property to $650. The address is 5250 Lomita Avenue in the city of Orange. So if anybody has any developers looking for land, great opportunity. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim, and congrats on your closing. So without further ado, a wonderful person. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Teresa.
Anyway, I'm having a lady and the grandma pre-qualify with Mike tomorrow afternoon. We're gonna be looking in Moreno Valley. They make pretty good money. The grandma has a home that's paid up, but she has it on reverse mortgage, so she can't do anything with it. But, you know, Dora is buying so that they both can live together in the Inland Empire. So, if you have any listings over there, let me know.
Awesome. Inland Empire area.
Yeah,
Okay,
Moreno Valley.
perfect. Okay, thank you, Teresa. Kim, go ahead, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see so many people there today and on Zoom. So I wanted to just take a few minutes to remind you how easy it is to set up a smart plan. And we've been talking a lot about that. This is those automated drip campaigns that you can set up once so that it's one and done. You set it up, you assign your contact, and then you forget about it. Command will send out the email or the text, or it can be a blend of both, whatever you decide. And you don't have to think about it again. And then I'm also going to show you a hack for when you are having writer's block and can't think of what you might put in an email. So let me share my screen.
You should be good because I just took it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see my dashboard, Halley?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let me.
For your desktop, you mean, not dashboard?
Do you see my command dashboard?
No, I see your desktop.
Uh-oh, hold on one second. Okay.
And you're excited, by the way, that you have a picture of Rob and Deb Feldman on your desktop.
Oh, yeah, I keep that when it's safe. That's not going anywhere. That's hard to come by. Okay, now do you see my command dashboard?
Yes, now we see it.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the home page. This is my dashboard in command. Remember, you can always click on this red box up on the top left, and that will expand the menu for you. And we're going to come down here to Smart Plans. Okay, so these are my smart plans. These are what I like to call my favorites, but we're going to create a new one. So I'll come up here to the top right, and I'll click on the button that says create, and I need to give it a name. So I think for the example today, I'm going to set up a smart plan for my first time buyers. Okay. Now we're going to move into the step of composing the email to the first time home buyers. So you'll see on the right, there's a list of actions, and I'd like to create a smart plan with an email. So I just simply click on the tab that says send an email. And then you'll see here on the left, it gives me kind of the skeleton of where I can start to build the email. So I'm going to check first the reply to. That's my email. That's perfect. I'm going to give it a subject. I'll call the subject of my email. Oops. Looking to buy your first home. There are two different types of emails. One is simple, that's just text. One is with designs. That will take you to the design feature so you can create some images. But I'm just going to use text, so I'll keep it on simple. Now here's my hack. If you're wondering, you know, what kind of content do I want to give these people looking for their first home? Remember a couple weeks ago, Halley taught you about creating content with Canva. And so, Halley, do you see my Canva?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to click here on Doc. Now this is available this is similar to ChatGPT and some of those other platforms out there that write content for you. This is available for the Canva Pro. So I'm going to click on this edition sign, and I'm going to click on Magic Write. And I'm going to tell it to give me some tips for first-time home buyers. And let's see what it gives me. thinking.
Yeah, this is a pretty amazing tool. Has anyone played with the Magic Right yet? No? Oh, you guys, look at this.
Okay, so it generated 5 tips that would be perfect for first-time home buyers. And you can go in here and tweak it how you want, maybe customize it a little bit. That's fine, but I'm just going to copy this the way it is. And then I'm going to come back to my smart plan, and I'm just going to paste it here in the body of the email. And there you go. Now, of course, you'd want to, you know, have a greeting and a salutation and whatnot. Something else I might want to do is I might want to give them a link to my website, maybe to my mortgage calculator. That might be a good idea. You don't have to do this, but let's just say I type in, check out my mortgage calculator. And now, oops, spelled it wrong. So now I'm going to go back to my website. Today I'm Keith Koss, and I'm going to click on my mortgage calculator. And I'm just going to grab this URL up here, and I'll copy that. And then I'll go back to my smart plan, and I'm going to embed that link right in here in this sentence. So now, when the recipient opens this up, they actually have a chance to play around with the calculator. Okay, so that's optional. You don't have to do that. But when I'm all done and I've refined it the way I'd like, I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to click save. And that's it. I just created an automated drip campaign. It's an email. And if we go back to our library here of all our favorite smart plans, you'll see it's right here, first-time home buyers. And that way, anytime I add a new contact, all I have to do, and let's actually just show you that. Come up here to the red box. I'll click on contacts. Now let's suppose that I just added a brand new contact. Maybe you met someone at an open house. It's their first time buying a home and you'd like to send out these tips to them. After you've created that contact here with add a contact, then let's go down to Kim Possible. Let's say we just added her. I'm going to come right over here to these 3 dots and add to a smart plan. And there's my first time home buyer smart plan. I'll click select. I'll decide, does she want to get it now? Do I want to send it to her tomorrow? Confirm and done. And you can, of course, do this to multiple contacts, not just one at a time.
Right.
So that's how easy it is to utilize the smart plans and use that Canva hack that Halley taught us.
Awesome. Really cool. Again, if you guys have any questions, come talk to me, talk to Sophia, talk to Kim. We're here to help implement these tools and systems. So you're getting the most out of them, right? Even if it's not your main primary CRM, the benefits with these smart plans are really important. So thank you, Kim. You guys, round of applause for Kim. Thank you, Kim. Okay, moving on. Great. Next up, we have, great, we have our affiliate partners. So Mike, why don't you come on up here? Teely, I know you're, where are you? Oh, she's around the corner. Yeah, you guys come on up here. Let's get started. Mike, we can help pass those out or. Yeah, right. Okay, Mike, what do you have for us?
Good morning. So there was actually a really big announcement for FHA last Wednesday. Everybody remembers what Alex and I were talking about over the last few weeks, how they made some changes through FHFA, which is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. That means conventional loans. It's just an easier way to just all encompass those changes are going to be on conventional loans. But FHA came out with their own new update where they're actually going to be decreasing the monthly mortgage insurance premium by 0.30%. So remember, like 0.25 is like 0.25% in interest rate, right? So that means immediately already all of the FHA clients that you have that are in escrow right now, if they're not like cleared to close yet or their interest rate hasn't been locked, they can probably still take advantage of the new change in the lower monthly fee for the mortgage insurance. And so really just to kind of quantify this for you, if you take a look at the pieces of paper that were handed out there, if you take a look at the first column, that's just the old mortgage insurance rate and the monthly payment. You can see in the middle column, there's going to be a new monthly payment savings of about $167.91 on that $700,000 sale price. So that's a pretty significant monthly savings. So you can either leap for joy that your clients now have a lower monthly mortgage payment, or if, as we all know, the interest rates have been climbing over this past couple weeks, we can go back to them and say, hey, I know that your pre-approval limit has been adjusted down because of the increase in interest rates. However, you're now getting a break on your mortgage insurance premium. So you need to go back to the loan officer and find out if you have a higher pre-approval limit now, because now the cost is lower, which means you can get approved for something higher. And that's exactly what that third column on the far right looks like. That means, in summation, the monthly mortgage insurance change will take someone's pre-approval amount from $700,000 up to $723,000, which means you might be able to get a nicer home that they just wanted that last key feature, and also that means a higher commission as well. But I know you guys keep, the client's forefront, right? You don't worry too much about commission, right? So on the second page, there's just more of a breakdown of some of the details. You guys can take some time to look over that if you want, but also if you feel like looking into any additional information between these three scenarios, you can scan that QR code and it'll take you to what's called a total cost analysis. That total cost analysis is something that I specifically absolutely love about my process with the clients that I work with. It's literally exactly how it sounds. It's a total cost analysis between comparisons of different loan options. And when I say total cost, that means monthly payment full breakdown on closing costs, plus the down payment. It's really everything your client needs. We're here to educate them. And this is how I educate my clients through these types of total cost analysis presentations. So that's about it for me. We have the interest rates up there for you. You guys have a great week.
Perfect. Thanks, Mike.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone. Michelle Klein and Teely Vecchio with Fidelity National Title. Just a couple minutes while Teely sets up her computer. We're going to show you a couple things. I wanted to point out to everybody, we are doing a class right after the meeting. So how is everyone's business going so far for 2023? Are we good? We want more or everything? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch on our total farm system, the reasons why you want to use total farm, different aspects and things that you can benefit from our total farm. So we'll be touching on creating your farms. Those farms that are in there, they're automatically broken down into numerous micro farms. So we're going to talk about ways to target those different owners within the farm. So we'll dive into those a little further, but there's also, what is your marketing plan for the year? Does everybody have their marketing plan set up for their 12 months? No one is raising their hand. I am up here on my own island. What are you doing? Are you guys on track? I mean, how are you feeling? We can interact here. All right. Sounds
I'm
good.
thinking
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
anyways,
it probably
well,
needs work.
let me
It probably
keep
needs
talking.
help. Yeah.
So what we've done is we've created even a 12-month marketing plan on how to use the data. Why do we have this system? The system's for you. What do you do with it? We're going to show you that, break that down into the monthly so that you are targeting various owner types throughout your farm, throughout the year, and being the specialist. Teely's going to touch on a couple things right here in the total farm for a second. How to target your buyers, renters, so you can do this with sellers as well through social media. Teely, I'm just going to have you take this portion away.
Awesome.
But come to the class after, it's right after 11:30. With all this excitement, I know you guys are going to be running in to grab seats. So
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. So everyone, I'm going to just show you really quickly. Michelle did a really good job on actually explaining very briefly what Fidelity Total Farm is. So this is actually the system that I'm in. I want to show you how you can grow your buy-side clientele database through social farming. So I'm going to show you really quickly how you can do that within our system through Facebook ads. So I'm going to log into a farm here, so you can see all of our farms are listed. So we want to be targeting these renters. So I'm going to show you how you can actually target renters through Facebook advertising. So what you're going to do is you'll log into your farm. You're going to click absentee owners. So you want to be within that absentee owner farm because we're wanting to target those renters. And we're actually going to go over to this little share icon, and we're going to click on Facebook, Instagram ads. And we're actually going to place an ad through our Fidelity Total Farm system. So you can see here that there's obviously different templates. We're going to be using a totally different template. So we can just click on any of them because we're not going to be actually going by what the template is. So when you log in here, you can actually see market to. So this is how you're actually going to be able to market to these renters through our Total Farm system. So when you click on that drop down, you've got site address and mail address. Now we were in that absentee owner list, so we're wanting to target that site address because it's going to be the renters that are actually in that home within that farm area. Okay, so once we would click on the site address, you're then going to just go through and actually create the ad. So, you know, you can just create like buy versus rent. This is just for your view, and then you will actually go in and start creating this ad. You know, are you paying your landlord? Compare buy versus rent. And you could do like contact me today. Now, when you come down here, you actually have the options to do an image, carousel images, or a 15-second video. I'm going to show you where you can actually go to get the content for this this particular ad for the renters. So to pull the content, I'm going to show you how you can go over to our Fidelity Agent 1 system. This is our buy a cost sheet, sell a net sheet system. In the premium section, we actually have a ton of different content that's available to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and go buy rent versus buy. And then I'm going to click on this renting versus owning. So it's actually showing them the benefits of renting versus owning. I'm going to download this. I've already downloaded it on my computer, so I'm going to go back. Okay. And we're going to go over to the farm. And then we're going to click here and we're going to actually add in that file. So now we've got that. Now, when you come down here, you want to have a landing page. So if you're paying for an ad, you obviously want to be sending them to a landing page. So you can actually get a landing page through that Fidelity Agent 1 system as well. And you're going to be pasting it here in this destination URL. This ad display URL is just going to be what it previews, and I will show you. So we can do buyversusrent.com, be whatever you want. When you go back into the Fidelity Agent 1, into the premium section, we actually have lead gen calculators. So you can see down here, we actually have those lead gen calculators. And then I'm going to click on that buy versus rent calculator. Okay, so we want to obviously copy this link. So if you click share, we're going to copy the link, and this is what it's actually going to look like when they click on it. So you can click try it out now. Now this is an app and also a web-based version. So I'm on the web-based right now. Looks a little bit different on the app, but you would want to be obviously utilizing the web-based version to do this because you're going to be posting the ad on your socials. So this is what they would actually have access to. They're going to be able to go in and plug in all of the desired home price, what they're currently paying for rent, and they're going to be able to actually see what that looks like. And then once they click go, it's actually going to give them the option to input their information to be contacted by you. Like, are you interested in knowing more about your home? Depending on what you're clicking on and what landing page, it's going to actually allow them to input their information. So we'll go over here and then we'll actually plug that in here. So this is you're targeting these renters. You want them to be clicking on this ad and be growing this renter database. And then down here, you have the option to actually set how many days you want the ad to go out. So when you click preview, you can see here, are you still paying your landlord? Compare rent versus buy, contact me today. And it's actually showing them some benefits of actually owning over renting. Now, if you do use command, you can actually utilize the same landing page in command. So you can do the full process of placing an ad through command and then actually go into Fidelity Agent 1, and you can actually be pasting that link to your command side as well. So that's how quick and easy it is. You don't have to have a Facebook business page. So it's just, a few simple steps. Then we're obviously going to go to the next, choose your audience. You're going to see the audience is going to those renters. And then you just follow the prompts on to payment. Does anyone have any questions with that? And you guys, please feel free to stay afterwards for the reception that they're gonna have. It's pretty awesome and amazing. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Okay, great.
I would say any shape and form that you can use leverage technology. You can take advantage of it, and what are the benefits that are available for you, and you just don't use it, don't use enough of it, or whatever that might be. A mix or a hybrid between total farm tools and command is a killer combination. If you understand like what each system is doing and how to take resources, the leverage, etc., and you can use that system, for example, and like drop your landing pages from command, so the list will come to you versus like a third-party company, for example, right? Or whatever that might be. But the fact that they have this like one-stop shop tech. And you have access to all those resources and database, that's valuable. That's what you have to take advantage of. It's huge. Thank you.
Yeah, and it goes right to your farm people. So usually if you're doing it through your own stuff on your social media, you gotta shoot the 15-mile radius. This is targeting right into your farm.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Sarah, you stuck in there. It's okay. Do you have anything for us?
Last day of the month, just trying to get through the day. It's a busy day. I can just tell over the last few weeks how busy you guys have been. Like, I know if I'm busy, you guys are busy, right? So if you have a need for listing appointment or net sheets for your listing appointments, if you have need for any marketing material, please let me know. If you have questions on any of your files, like I've been going a lot of title issues with people. It's always good to see what's on title, who's on title, people deceased, not deceased. Just good to just double check everything before we get into our contract so we know what we're looking at. If you have listings that have HOAs, please reach out to me. I'm happy to find out the cost, the turnaround time, city reports, the defensible space inspection. Still, a lot of realtors aren't really familiar with that. So if you know you have a property that has that requirement, let me know. And you'd be surprised. Like I have one that's in Laguna Beach that requires it. I have one in Tehachapi that requires it. So you just never know. And even if it's a condo, it's still required. The fire department will just come in and sign off, no violations. Usually if it's like a condo or they know it's not anywhere near the forest or the wildfire area, but it's definitely something to be done. Make sure you go on the website, you fill out the request for inspection through the fire department. I know you guys have a car form, but that doesn't have a fire department sign off. Unless the buyer of your property is willing to do it within a year after close of escrow, they can take responsibility. You can negotiate that too. But if you have questions on any of those things, please let me know. I'm here to help you. I'm another resource. I want to work with all of you, support you, and I appreciate all the support you guys have given us too over an escrow. So thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Come on up here. Special thank you to our sponsor today, AJ. Most of you guys recognize their business. AJ, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at All Signs?
Alright, so-
What do you have for us today?
So at All Signs, we do pretty much all the signs, signs, banners, pens, stickers, anything you can think of, anything you want your name on, you can pretty much do. We've been in business for 25 years. Oh, am I done already?
No.
Family owned, 80% of our business is real estate, so it's our specialty. So you guys are in good hands. If you come to us, we'll make sure you guys or your signs are in regulation for the all the rules and laws and whatnot. You won't get in trouble. Let's see. So something special about us, we don't have setup fees. So you guys work with our graphic designer. He'll make sure you guys have whatever graphics you want on there. Make sure it looks pretty, eye popping, catch all the attention of any buyers in the area. You guys can also put on multiple colors on the sides, make it as colorful as you want. I see a lot of beautiful faces around here. You can put your face on there, no additional charge. We also do refacing, which is something unique about our business. So if you guys have a bunch of old, dirty signs in the garage, pull them out, we'll reface them at half the cost, make them look brand new. Saves you guys a ton of money. And then I know, let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna look at my notes here.
Okay.
So going off the refacing thing, we've been in talks with some other Keller Williams buildings in some cities nearby, and they're looking to change up the colors of the logo. So instead of red and white, we got some people doing like a turquoise and a white. Others are doing black and yellow, and they're saying that some of the buyers feel as that it kind of encourages the idea of having realtors that are specific to that area. So in Huntington Beach over here, we got Keller Williams going with turquoise and white. So people see the turquoise and white signs for a house, they know we're getting a realtor that knows this area. So if this Keller Williams is interested in that idea, then that's something you guys could do, maybe come up with a couple colors to do. And then, let's see, we'll give you guys a free delivery to this office, so if you guys place an order with us, yeah, we'll pick them up from here, we'll bring them back here the next week, and it'll be super easy for you guys. And then see, that's it, my little spiel. But, I got some vouchers, some $50 vouchers.
Yeah, you guys look pretty sad. Yeah. It's perfect.
So-
Yeah, you can hand them out, go see him and talk to him. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I figure I'll leave a few for like a manager or something to raffle off, or if you guys do if you guys want to do the color change, maybe like on a board, throw out some color ideas. Whoever has the most popular gets a $50 voucher to all signs. What's that?
Typical turnaround time typically, I know it's pretty quick, but
Probably like 3 to 4 days, like
Yeah.
at most like a week, but we'll get it to you guys quick, especially if we're coming and going from this location, then it'll come once or twice a week, pick up signs, drop them off, so it'll be pretty quick for you guys.
Great. Who in here's use all signs? Yeah, look at half this room. I know, pretty awesome. You guys have always been so great, and I can personally attest to the professionalism. You guys are very helpful and friendly. We've even seen people buy old signs off of other people getting out of the business and then turning around and resurfacing them rather than starting over from fresh. It's a good way to like double your sign amount, right? When you're doing open houses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I got price sheets, I got order sheets. If you guys are interested, I'll be back there.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. You guys, round of applause. Thank you so much. Breakfast burritos. Okay, let's take a quick look at what's on the calendar. 8 weeks to wealth. I missed last week. I'm not sure what you guys had talked about, but I'm going to be taking this session. Actually, Mike and I are going to be taking this session. We're going to sit down. We're going to go through this, and I'm so excited after he talks about his family reunion. Again, Jason Abrams, Mark King, and Brett Tanner. Brett Tanner is so experienced in growing wealth, you guys. The perspective that he has, even these serious investors sat in these sessions and got things out of Brett's like 20-minute speaking in family reunion. It was amazing, super powerful. So that actually starts tomorrow on Wednesday, and it's for 8 weeks, every day from noon to 1. And the sessions are recorded, so you can go later and then watch them if you guys can't make it during that time. But do be aware of the central time change, because it will say on there that it starts at like 3 or 4 o'clock, right? So just make sure you know it's the Pacific Standard Time. So if you want, scan it. If not, I can send you the link if you guys forget to scan. Sign up, do it with me tomorrow, because I think it's going to be a great little intensive. Huh?
are there any fees involved?
Yeah, $3.99.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, $3.99. Yep, for the 8 weeks. Okay, Fidelity Total Farm, we talked about it. See afterwards, you guys, this is an amazing technology. Even Meny said so himself, and you know he's very tech enabled, right? So make sure you guys stay afterwards, ask lots of questions, because these are wonderful resources that people can help around you. Again, at 11:30. We have our book club happening tonight as well from 5 to 6 p.m. The Power of Intention. So even if you guys didn't read this book or participate in the book club, make sure you come and join in the discussion, because it's a really good way to read 12 books a year and expand your mind, right? And expand your businesses.
Book club will be meeting in the back corner room, office by the Indian kitchen tonight.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. Good to know. Fritz's coaching session every Wednesday at 3:30. Do not miss it. You guys, we saw him on this big stage at Family Reunion with all these top producers huddled around him. And he did a wonderful, amazing job. And this is value that's brought to you at no cost every single week. So make sure you guys are tuning into this at 3:30 on Wednesday tomorrow. Scripted role play with Mike and Alex. It's been a wonderful, there's Alex back there. It's been a wonderful little cult following, right? That you guys are getting every week. It's amazing. If you guys have any questions, who's leading this week? Alex is back there. Cool. If you guys have any questions, come and talk to these guys, because they're bringing these amazing things, and even some scripts from top producers you guys are getting and sharing. So whether you're brand new or you've been in the industry for a while, it's a good time to brush up and to practice in person. Okay. Meny, Real Estate Live with Danny Hara. Meny, he's KW Legacy? No.
So he's basically, there's
Estate
like,
planner.
Yes.
Estate planner, KW Real Estate Planner. Thank you.
Yeah, he specializes in estate planning, mostly the elderly, the elder community. Dan is out in don't know if it's the Big Island or Maui, but it's other in Hawaii, and he runs the community for KW. That's a specialty, and if you wanna learn more about that niche, so join us. I'm gonna interview him. He's gonna share more about his path and the community and different ways how to kind of break through in that specific niche.
Great, that's this Thursday at 10 a.m. So right after the broker preview, guys, come on over. Deborah, we've got our mastering the RP session that's not actually happening this week because we have our lab house that Janet just shared. And again, if you guys don't know what this concept is, Janet and Deborah, I believe, will be assisting, taking you around this house and basically pointing out all the features and the things that make it special or the things that you look for, right, Janet?
Yeah, and you know, we're kind of going through it. It's a mid-century modern house. Special things are, if we use the KW concierge, so we'll be talking about our experience with that. Also be talking about the neighborhood, and kind of the history of the neighborhood and some of the things to be aware of when listing houses or shopping for houses in that neighborhood.
Yeah, this is a great first step again for you guys to get your hands on stuff and look at it from the perspective of the listing agent, right?
Just want to encourage everybody, please come to the scripts and role play because we've allowed a half hour for you to go, 10 minutes, 5 minutes to get to the lab house at 12:30. So make sure you're here for both.
Got it. Thank you. And then many of you guys see these little flyers on your tables. Rick Cunningham, that's coming up very quickly in just a couple weeks. Rick is our, yeah, it is taped on there. Yeah. It is March 14th at 12 p.m. So make sure you guys come and join us. It's going to be after the team meeting, in person only. Make sure you RSVP with Sophia at the front desk. We're going to probably have a little lunch or something that we want to get a head count. Again, Rick is not only the regional director, but he is an ownership in many, many market centers, has a high producing team. So you guys are going to get a ton of value and interesting perspective from him, but show up in the way that Coastal shows up so that they know we're here and we're ready to learn as much as we possibly can. And that's almost it. Just kidding. There is one more slide. Leslie, are you here? Do you want to pitch this, Leslie?
We are having a social on Thursday, March 16th at 4:30 out here in the courtyard. RSVP. Did I put that on there?
No.
RSVP to myself or Sophia, just so we can get a general head count. It's really going to be our first social of the year. It's an opportunity for new agents to get to know each other and to maybe mingle a little bit with some of the more senior agents. So come, it'll be a good time. We'll serve food and drinks. And we're gonna do a 50-50 raffle. And half of the proceeds are gonna go to KW Cares.
That's awesome. And yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay, yay. Be sure to wear green because I know. It's be sure to wear green, and I don't know what the Dutch and Leslie have in store if you don't wear green, but I don't know about you guys. I don't want to chance the consequences, so do make sure that you're in some type of green attire. I think it's going to be important. Deborah, you have a couple things you'd like to pitch
Yeah,
here?
I did. Halley's always really good once a month. She gives us what's happening around town in Palm Beach. I wanted to just share with you what's going on this week in Seal Beach. Last year, one of the organizers had started this Natural on the Coast. And so they are bringing young professionals, musicians to our area. It'll start tomorrow night. There are different times. I'm gonna post this on my door so that you have it, but it's free. It's free. And these are people that are local, some of the musicians, some of them are coming all the way from Nashville, but they are new and young to music performers. They do an awesome job. They're gonna be every night, Wednesday through Sunday brunch, I think it is, at local restaurants in Seal Beach. So come support them. They have to have at least 5,000 followers in order for them to be considered to perform in this. So they know what they're doing, and we'd love to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Deborah. And now that's it. Yay. Thank you guys so much. Okay.